All right, this is the tour of the world's largest cat patio, or Catio, as we call it. Here we are in the master bedroom. This is the entrance for the cats to the cat patio. Just going to go ahead and open these up here. As you can see, the entire sliding door has been encased in the patio. So there's no cat door or anything like that. It's literally just the screen door, so that it's a normal operations for humans if they wanted to enter the patio. Here we have the 4x4s on the ground, forming the perimeter, and everything attached all the way up to the roof of the house. The floor is not actually perfectly straight, which is why you may see some gaps in the 4x4s, but everything is fully sealed. Here we're still in the house itself. This is the gate, which is the human access point, which leads back to the house and patio. You caught a glimpse of the actual cat patio there. See it there. All these gates are on spring and do close themselves. So this is where we actually start entering the cat patio. A nice little cabbage down there for a little bit of color. It is quite large. This is the upper area. We just got some fresh vegetation in. Some platforms here. A little bit of ground cover for the cat to kind of lay in. Some toys to play with, stuff like that. You can see we built some staircases as well as a combination of ramps for the cats to get up to the upper levels. There's a nice couch in there for the larger human occupants who may want to come hang out. We have several of these. This is actually a baby pool filled with sand as a litter box for the cats. So hopefully they'll use it. If they don't, no big deal. We'll just scoop normally. Some stuff for the cats to jump on and play with. See some fresh stuff planted. Everything, I think all the landscaping was done in the last few days, so everything will grow bigger, probably pretty quick because it's a pretty intense sun out here. We got some of these nice little toys to play with and platforms for the cats to lay on. Some of them have carpet, some of them don't. It's an outdoor carpet, so it's waterproof. It's a nice big ramp. We'll see if they use this one. Running up to some ground cover for them to play with and sniff. Another pool for the duties they may have. We're not actually quite done. You see one more shrub going in over there. These bamboos and these will get quite large, so have some nice hiding spots. A couple of oak trees. We have a little tropical jungle over there, which is not very happy at the moment, but hopefully it'll come back to life. They just got transplanted and they're very water intensive plants, so they're not happy right now. Some little shrub pile, little gaps between. Hopefully the cats will like hiding in there. We're trying to give them a variety. Some sage, a couple of garlics floating around. There's a jasmine down there. This will climb the pole eventually. This is a nice little planter box up here. So this one has currently just a little centerpiece planted, but under there is some wheat grass and other cat grasses for the cats. It's just germinating now, and it'll be grown in these planters. Little box for them in case they want to hide or want to get out of the sun even more. Most of this actually has some tarps on them. About half of the patio is shaded, so the sun gets real bright out here, and that kind of cools it down. Some ramps along the border. This is kind of the main human highway, so we tried to keep the plants out of here and too much stuff. Make it simpler for the humans. This is a nice, beautiful view cats have from this platform. A little bit of carpet on there for them too. Ran a hose out here to get some water. As you can see, we're gonna need some. But all of these plants are drought tolerant. They're all California species as far as I know. If not, I mean, we can of course top them up or switch them out as the client requires. The client actually supplied a lot of these, so the I think fourth planter is just right over here. This one's got some nice ground cover, a little bit of variety. This will grow solid too as the future goes. That should grow pretty big. We also got a, this one is definitely, this was taken off of the property, so it's quite large. That oak tree will get quite large as well. Some more jasmine down there. We almost missed the elephant in the room, which is the giant sandbox. This is something like 10 feet by 5 feet or something like that. It took about, I think that one had 800 pounds of sand in it, so that should last for a while. We got a few of these little scratching posts around. I don't know if you've been seeing them in the video, but give the cat some stuff to play with. A few more platforms, another litter box over there, and a couple of ferns and things. This one's actually shaded over here, so hopefully they'll survive. And this is the end of the main cat patio. So there's actually a gate over there which hinges open and closed, and is spring loaded on either side of the deal, so it's nice for the humans. That is the pathway. So yeah, it's not over yet. So this is a fully enclosed top and bottom. All four sides are wrapped in the 1-inch critter fence. And this is steel, by the way. This is steel fence. So it's vinyl coated, weatherproof, should last about 15 years. All of the wood is pressure treated wood and then stained on top of it with another 6-year sealant. So the whole thing is essentially built semi-permanent. You would expect this to probably outlast the occupants. Built very well because of the environment. You know, we got a couple of these stairs that are missing. We're going to go ahead and replace those, but the patio itself is done. So this is what we call the back, for lack of a better name. I'm sure it'll get one eventually. But this is the walkway connector for the cat. So the cat just has some nice simple dirt inside. Can walk down. Be a nice little adventure for him. We got another human gate down here. Oh, this one goes in. Some chairs for the humans. Come hang out. This area is just absolutely beautiful. Got these big oak trees. Super shady throughout the whole day. We decided to keep this one real simple. Just did a nice little walkway all the way around the perimeter. You see the level there with the stairs. And between the little jumps, I like to put some carpet just so the cat has some traction in case he needs it. Nice big platform. This one is not carpeted. This will let them, stretch out. And if they prefer the wood, they'll go to that one. This is quite the steep slope right here, so we put in the little steps for the kitties. And this one has carpet on it, so if they prefer the carpet, they'll be on this one. Just try to give them some variety as much as we can. And a little bit of, interesting stuff to walk up, so they don't have the same thing. And here's another one of those little cat houses. That one has been stained because there are no tarps down here. Because this is so shady. And we decided, we'll just leave this one with the just beautiful oak trees everywhere, all the birds. The wild turkeys come over here, so it's just gorgeous. As you can see, we got a couple Oz posts sticking out. So all these 4x4s, pressure treated 4x4 posts, have been anchored with Oz posts. So I'm still waiting for my kickback sponsorship Oz posts, but we used a ton of your product back here. For the most part, they go in really, really well. It's only when you hit some extremely large rocks that you have this result. But these are the 36-inch Oz posts. So, when we have, 8 inches sticking out, something like that, it's really not a problem because it's 32 inches down. And then when you factor in that it's tied in with all this framework to the rest of them, it's really no issue. Unless it's the aesthetics bother you, which the client luckily did not have an issue with. We had one mishap where it was just literally solid granite, couldn't get in there, so used a fence anchor. Sorry, a fence. I'm sorry, it's called a deck pylon foot or something. Anyways, it's a block of concrete. Then we just screwed down to that, and again, combination tied in with all this. This is not moving. So that's, again, semi-permanent. So, again, we have the walkway over there. Oh, I didn't even talk about the layers of critter fence. So this is actually 2 layers of critter fence. So we have the main fence here. And then if you look down, you'll see there's actually 2 layers right here. What's happening is the bottom layer is buried 28 inches deep along the entire perimeter. All the way around this, all the way around the top. And that's a dig barrier. We figure anything that is trying to get in here is going to give up probably at least a foot down. So there's still a 1.5 feet in the ground after that. So no issue. This stuff is, like I said, though, it's wrapped on all 4 sides. So even if they dig underneath, there's literally just more steel fence, so they can't get through. And I guess that about wraps it up with the tour. I'm going to make a mini version where it's literally just a walkthrough with no explanation. If you don't like me, you can link your friends to that one. But, oh, and this will give you a nice view of the roof. This product doesn't actually stretch, so you get a couple of waves here and there, but it's actually tight, and it's built for anything that's going to get up there, mountain lion, foxes, whatever happens to get up there, it can support the weight. So very cool product. But anyways, thanks for watching. Drop a comment if you like it, like the video. Feel free to subscribe. I'll be updating the cat patio as we go along, and if anybody needs anything like this constructed, we are based in the West Coast, but I suppose I could travel, and be happy to hear from you. Thanks again.